Alright, we are working on a manure pump. Gonna get this ready to go into the lagoon here. How's it going, James?
It's going good.
Yeah. James has got a new truck. You kind of surprised me with that one, James.
Yeah?
Yeah, must be we're paying you too much.
No.
Must be paying him too much. There's his truck across the road there, folks. It's a GMC. You know what GMC stands for? Gay-Man Chevy. Yep, go figure, right? He went from a Ford to a Gay-Man Chevy. So, go figure. What year is that bad boy?
2013.
13? Damn, we're paying you too much. We're paying you too much. I was thinking about demoting it. You buy this new truck, and now I feel bad that I was thinking about demoting it. So, we're getting this manure pump set up. This manure pump, the frame here is all new on it. And let's get that spread back out there. This frame here is all new, and we had the lay flat hose hooked up right here that ran to the load cart. We were able to get the other pump out of the lagoon, and we're going to set this one up and use the load pipe on it to load trucks with, but we've got to back it into the shop here and fix this hole that's in this pipe here. We got to weld that up. This is all aluminum, so I'm pretty sure that's going to look real pretty when I get done welding that. So we're going to get off on that job here momentarily. They're just getting ready to hook up that hose to it, and we've got to get the 8310 unloaded off the trailer. I went and got that last night. We'll get that off the trailer here. After breakfast, we're going to run and get trucks out of storage and get them ready for silage, for haylage rather. So there's a little bit of snow in the air today, and the wind is probably monkeying up this mic a little bit, but we're going to get on with it. So how long have you been looking at that truck?
A couple weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not going to put sideboards on that one, are you? No? That's a good idea. James hits he had sideboards on his other truck, and he took a spray paint can run one night. I think you were drinking that night, weren't you? And he rode
I was working at the job, yeah.
Oh, he rode Blood Good Trucking down the sideboards of his truck with a spray paint can, and he did do his spacing right, and he ran out of room, and he had to double space it. So all right, you just got to take care of this one, right? Just got to take care of it. All right, so we're going to get this pump back then and get working on it. All right, Jared's backing this pump in here. We're going to weld the aluminum on that pipe there. It's like winter out again. Got snow in the air. That, and we're fixing a couple of skid steers. Joe's working on a radiator hose on this 318D. Got a new hose to put on it. Here, I ended up cutting the bottom of the hose off the other day there because it blew out, so he's going to slap a new one on there. We'll get this in, let's see. Yeah, come back in a little farther. That's good. Okay, we're going to swing this boom up and over and set it down, and we're going to weld it.
Ship pit, the big one?
Yeah, down there. We're going to do a quick video on installing or putting the manure pump into the lagoon here. We haven't had this pump in the lagoon in over a year and a half. We were actually backing it in last year, and we ended up bending the pump. So Jared's backing the pump up to the edge of the wall here, and once he gets the wheels up to the edge, he's going to be able to drop the wheels that are right there down, and they'll set on the floor of the lagoon, and he'll be able to back in all the way and get the pump setting where it should be. When we were backing the pump in last year, when those wheels there got down in the manure, we were trying to push it through the sand, and we ended up bending the pump about where the wheels hook onto the frame there. We ended up bending the whole frame of the pump. So now he's extending the wheels out on the arms, and those arms or legs or whatever you want to call it, they're long enough to hit the floor. Now they've got to back up the pump a little bit. There's a set of wheels still up on the top of the wall right there, backing in, from the ground level to the top of the wall. And then now putting the legs down. Running back and forth, and you can't see from where there's a valve body on the side of the pump that has the hydraulic functions for raising and lowering the legs. Now the wheels that are down in the manure, they have just touched bottom. Now they're going to back that pump up so that they can set the edge of the front of the pump on the edge of the wall. What they got to do is they got to be careful, because that is on such a steep angle that you can actually back right over the top of them legs there. Hey, Jared, you gotta start letting it down now. Let the legs come up. He's gotta pull forward. Tell him to pull forward a little bit so you can lift the legs up like that. Put the hitch down in the front. Hey, put the hitch down in the front. You want to run this damn thing? You want a pair of gloves?
I'm good.
Okay, we want to thank Mr. Penwarden for running the camera there. He froze his hands a little bit, but yeah, so that does that. This pump, you know, we backed in last year and we ended up bending the frame on it and ended up having to put a new the square tube part, and the pipe is brand new. And the pump that we had in there, the fan went on it, the propeller part that ends up, you know, pumping the manure up the pipe, up the one pipe there into the truck. So we had that running over here, and we were running a lay flat hose on it to our load cart, which is right there. We just take that black hose off right there that goes up to the power boom there, or whatever the heck you want to call it, and hook the lay flat hose on right there. So we'll run over and take a peek at this other pump, which is the same thing as that one. Something went on the fan on it, so this one here we've got to get into the shop and get it rebuilt. So yeah, we've got something going on here. I don't know if I got a bent rim or a axle. I got a bent axle spindle there. Yeah, we got something going on here. I don't know what, but I can't see in there. So these pumps here are bottom draws, and we can get the manure in the lagoon to about this level right here. We can usually get that down to where I can see the dust cap on the wheels when these wheels are down on the floor of the lagoon. We're going to stop over to the frame that was on that pump there. We'll show you that in a second here. But this one here is the first pump we bought, and I ended up buying a second one just so that we'd have two of them to use. And then this is the power bank here that run all your functions. So we'll run over and take a look at that frame that's all bent up over there on the other side of the Siler's trucks. Junior here, he's waiting for me in the gator. So we'll head over and take a peek at that. Alright, this is the frame that was originally on that pump that we had just backed into the lagoon. This is the bottom here, and the square part, the drive line from the PTO of the tractor, which would be hooked up there, runs down through that square tube, and there's a universal joint every section where there's a covered one there, there's one right there, and there, and there's like 5 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So the wheels, the main wheel hinge bracket was on right here, and then there's your lift cylinders there to go down to that main frame. And when we were backing it in, we were just putting so much torque on it that we ended up bending the 8-inch square tube right there. We actually folded the pump in half. It was like this, but it was down in the manure about where my knuckles are, and we couldn't tell what was going on. But we couldn't start it because the drive line was in a, you know, it was almost at a 90-degree angle there. So when we pulled it out, the pump ended up straightening back out again, but I could see a slight crease in it. So with that being said, we had to pull the pump out, and this one we didn't use since last year. And Ortel Supply came around October or so and swapped out the frame that went to it, and now we got a big piece of scrap metal here. So, well, that's gonna do it for this video. That gives you an idea of how the pumps go in over the wall of the lagoon. I got my chauffeur here. We're gonna run up to the shop, get that 8310 unloaded off of the lowboy trailer here, get that inside, and get it ready to go on the corn planter. Although it's snowing, doesn't look like corn planting weather, but we're getting some winter weather here again. So thanks for watching, folks. Catch you in the next one.